God said this is your season of change. And I'm coming to tell you, a lot of things are going to be changing in your life. A lot of things probably don't make sense right now. You're going through a lot of transitions. You've lost a lot of friends. That job that you thought you loved so much, that you actually did love so much, it is now gone. That family member that is supposed to be in your life, that's supposed to be for you, that's supposed to be having your back, keeping you up strong. Now all of a sudden you guys are falling out. They are showing their ways, they're showing their true colors, they are betraying you. All of these things are happening around you. That guy has left you, that girl is betraying you. All of these things are happening because it is time for a change in your life. Things are falling into place. There's something that you did that now is coming back to you, but for the good. Good karma is on its way. It's coming in forms of new friendships, of new love within yourself. A lot of you don't realize that self-love that you've been asking God for, that you've been praying for, that you've actually been reaching out for this entire time is coming to you. Because of this self-love that you have gained inside of yourself, your surroundings are starting to change. I looked up at the clock, it's 111. Trust your intuition. Everything that you have been crying for, begging for, pleading for, praying for, planning for is on its way. All of those thoughts that you had in your head of, dang, I wish this person treated me better, it didn't go unnoticed because of that self-love that you are developing inside of yourself. That self-love, that love that you actually deserve, kept on trickling down until it got to your timeline. Now you're confused and you're wondering, why did I just lose my best friend? That wasn't your best friend for a lifetime. It was just for that chapter. That's not to say that that wasn't a good friend. That's not to say that you guys weren't meant to experience all of those beautiful things that you guys did experience. But it is time to find people that are actually for you. And your community is coming. I've actually just now gotten into mine. I am a testament of the things that I am saying. I asked for so long to be this person. For so long, I thought I wanted to be things that I really didn't want to be. In the end, it was those things, but they were in the most beautiful, epic ways that I couldn't even imagine. That things are still aligning for my life. There were friends that I didn't know why they talked about me, why they did bad things. They kept falling left and right. We couldn't agree. We had to agree to argue. And I had to figure out, why can't I get along with these people anymore? And eventually I looked up and I realized I don't align with these people once I saw the love that I was pouring inside of myself. A lot of people don't know that the key to getting what you actually deserve in life and what you genuinely want, and actually realizing the things that you desire, is becoming one with yourself. Actually realizing who you are, taking the time to heal from things from your past. As human beings, we do go through things. We have to heal, we have to meditate, we have to do yoga, we have to journal in our books, we have to creatively express ourselves, we have to get out there in nature. That's not to say every single skill set out there to help heal yourself we have to tap into, but we have to tap into ourselves, and in that way we can find out what we like. You don't know if you like meditation if you don't sit down and try to quiet your mind. Of course, your mind is not going to be quieted if you've never given yourself the opportunity to quiet your mind. Your mind is a tool of its own. It's going to keep running, and as long as you allow it to run on negative thoughts, that'll continue to happen. As you are finding yourself and as you are becoming one into yourself, you will find and realize that things around you are going to fall. Things that you used to love for years, you're not going to love anymore. Those friends that you thought were going to last longer than the ones who didn't. Eventually, there's going to be things that you guys don't necessarily get along with, you don't agree with, because your mindset has changed and theirs has stayed the same. Or theirs has changed and yours still remains in positivity. Or it could be the other way around, whatever the case may be. But either way, going into ourselves and realizing that things that we are necessarily doing don't serve us anymore. Where we're at does not pour into us the way that it should, is when we go out and we seek other things, because in ourselves, we're not fulfilled. In ourselves, things start to change, like our emotions, our attitude. If you don't walk away yourself, eventually something in you will push that thing away. That's when arguments happen. That's when fallouts happen at work. That's when you start showing up late instead of removing yourself. God says that it is time for change. Will you continue to be the person that you have always been and that you really do not like inside? Or are you going to dig deep inside and realize the things that it is time to fix on? And it doesn't really come in a way of you write a list down of things that you don't like about yourself. No, you go out and you realize things that you do love about yourself. You realize things that you love about life. And eventually the things that don't really serve you, that don't really align, they'll fall to the wayside. I encourage you to go inside yourself. I was scared at one point in time to lock my hair. I was scared to go out like this. This is quote unquote the ugly phase of locks, and I feel absolutely beautiful. It depends on what you feel inside of yourself. When I looked up at the clock, I saw 111 again. Your intuition is your strongest tool. You have to know when it is time to move, when it is time to say, when it is time to speak. I realize today, right now in this second, that somebody needs to hear this, that it is time for your change. I am currently in a new job of myself. I always wanted to be a part of a community that was a part of me. I'm just now getting a part of this community. There's people that God is going to align in your life that you think are going to last for a lifetime, but they are really meant to get you to that stepping stone. It is meant to push you closer to yourself. And it is not to say that it is a bad thing, but not everybody is meant to be in your life forever. People are for a reason and for a season. And once you realize that they are here to push you into greatness, to push you into newer territories, to push you and guide you into those people that you truly need to meet, you won't complain anymore. I was dating somebody a while back in about October of 2023, and they found out that I did poetry. So they took me on a date to live poetry. Long story short, a person that they went to high school with was there performing live poetry. After the show, the person did tell them that I spoke poetry, and the person told me that I should come to where she does poetry at. About a month goes by, me and that person aren't dating, and I still showed up. It is currently April now, and in this entire time since October, I've met amazing people in a beautiful community. My hair was out curly before. It took me getting into people that I truly feel comfortable with to take upon this type of journey and go inside of myself. And this is not to say that your journey is going to look like mine. Your journey could be going from this to a beautiful 4-piece bundle, but that's for you and that's aligned for your life. You have to figure out, what do you truly want inside, and go after that. God said it's time for change, and it starts with you. Figure out the things that you love and stop holding on to those things that you know you don't really like anymore, that aren't serving you. God said this is the time. That person that you're thinking about cutting off, you need to cut them off. Don't wait on the day that things happen, that arguments unfold. Don't depend on those bad negative traits that are part of your past now, Ashe, and go on forward. Realize when things are time to end, and allow yourself to walk away with peace. Allow yourself to really discover yourself in this time period of your life, because it is great things ahead of you. But God said it starts now. I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's time. Change yourself, and soon your life will too. The things that you want are right around the corner. But first, I don't need to say it again. If you did appreciate this message, you can subscribe below. I have way more coming out for you guys. I'm going to start speaking more from the heart. I actually, right before this video, I didn't even realize this, I worked on my heart chakra opening up. I placed a meditation, I sat down here, I read my affirmation for the day that I pulled, I turned on some hertz, and I really got to it. I looked at the clock again, and it is 11:01. 111 is a serious angel number for me today, and it might be for you too whenever you're watching this, so feel free to look it up. I will put some fun facts on the screen for you right now. Yesterday, I actually pulled my throat chakra, and the day before that, I pulled my throat chakra again. It was telling me about the importance of communicating just in the right way, in beautiful ways, and I feel like this is a part of it. Don't feel like you are changing alone. We're changing together. So come along with this journey with me. This is my journey, and I just want to start speaking. I guess this is what it was meant to do, heal my throat chakra, because I'm here, and we're going to be somewhere better together soon. So come along with me. I love you guys.